Coriander Society adventures. Our heroes are in a pickle as they delve beneath the streets of Tide Point to uncover a sinister scheme to revitalize the greatest organized crime syndicate in Northport. Blockade has just slid down into the underground casino and flipped off every single patron within. Let's find out what happens next.
Once again, after the break, tormented by gnomes, joined here by members of the Casters and Castles community as we play in one of our Coriander Society community games. Blockade, you just slid down into the speakeasy and flipped everybody off. It's still your turn. Everyone's staring at you. There's some cops in here. There's some strangers in here. You've got the bartender. What would you like to do?
Well, he's gonna slowly uncurl his hand, take a quick glance around. Everett mentioned a back room, right?
Mm-hmm. There's a door here. Let me make sure I'm doing that right. Yeah, there's a few doors in this room, and it's only somewhat illuminated. A large double door this way, a door behind the bar, and a door behind this table. What would you like to do?
All right.
And you've used 5 feet of movement to get to where you are.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kick a blockade up, and we're gonna use the full length this time. So 50 glorious feet.
Sheesh. All right, give me a moment to deploy this thing. Where is it going to be dropping?
So it has to be a continuous straight line.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start here, and where's the ruler? There it is. So we'll start there. We'll go 10 feet to there. Try to squish this guy into his chair.
Mm-hmm.
And then along the side of the table there. Tell you what, actually, we'll start it right there. That way we can do that. And I'll just try to trap half these patrons on that side of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So that there's a nice...
Can you redraw that one more time for me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we're going to use 30 feet.
All right, that's all you need, 30 feet?
Yep.
Wow.
And now that there's a nice big thick wall in between them and me, we're just going to continue sliding.
Just scooting on by.
And throw the doors open if they actually unlock.
Yeah, you throw the doors open dramatically. Swam. Revealing a back room, a piano player who immediately stops playing as soon as you bust things open, and a brilliantly illuminated stage. What would you like to do, and how much movement do you have left?
So I used 5.
Mm-hmm.
We're still sliding, so I have 60 total, using the bonus action to dash. So ruler. So we already used 5, so 5, 15, 20. So we used 30. He's just gonna poke his head in at 35 to actually get a full view of the room, and he'll just go, "Pardon me?" Stick his head back out, and then we'll turn and look at this table full of people right here that are probably staring at it.
Mm-hmm. There's now like a glowing force field on the wall, everything.
And he'll say, "We can do it the easy way or the hard way." And he will try to like slide the door closed behind him.
Okay.
And we'll end our turn there.
All right. You want to roll an intimidation check?
Let me give it a shot. Intimidation.
Natural 20. Holy crap. Okay. One of these people gets up, walks over to the door, and just throws it open. This door to the back room. Oi! What gives? And that'll be it for Blockade's turn. Domino, let's go back to you. On the ground floor. Now, Domino, we've got 2 treasures from chat. So I'd like you to go ahead and do me a favor and in the chat bar, roll 2d6. We're going to use the special Pulp Adventures treasure table that I've got.
Sure thing.
An 8. Okay. All right. I got to figure out how to get some bribe money into your hands. It doesn't need to be meant to bribe you. Oh, you know what? Turns out Everett did have some cash on him. $200 that he was able to slide your way. There's your treasure. Whether you'll be able to use it in this adventure or the next one, we'll find out. That is 1 treasure expunged.
Thank you, chat.
Anyways, it's your turn. What would you like to do? You're heading to the auto body shop, right?
Well, I was, and then in the meantime, what I heard was a gun go off, and then I turned around and saw 2 people walk downstairs, and I kind of think I'm going the wrong way. So I think I'm going to try and go where they're going.
All right. Go ahead and move yourself to the door, assuming you want to go through the door. The door is right here. There's a couple of perfectly serviceable windows as well.
I'll go through the door.
All right. Go for it. How much movement was that? Like 30 feet?
30.
All right.
Yeah.
And you can step, and your movement speed is 40, so you can step through the door into the room. And you see Wedley coming down the stairs.
Hello.
Hi again.
And you can dash if you'd like. If you want to just dash down the stairs, you'll be able to use the rest of your movement, but that will take your action.
Can I just like peek through the door?
Yeah, you can peek through the door. Just stick your head through the other side.
Oh, there it goes.
Whoop. There you are.
There we go. All right.
Is that good for you?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, moving right along. Next up, well, I thought I was going to deploy those guys, but they're we're going to leave the auto body shop alone. So we're going to go back downstairs to here. Where I'm going to make a couple of adjustments and then roll somebody else in who's in the back room, who's not supposed to be disturbed right now. Rolling in at 15 is the mob enforcer, who doesn't get to go this round. As the back door opens, a goon steps through who is on guard. Oi, what's all this? He sees the superhero. Does he have enough movement? That's 10, 30 to here. Yeah, he's going to just charge you. He's seen this nonsense before. He's going to run straight towards you, and with a glowing force field behind you, he doesn't feel bad about firing near the good officer. He doesn't mind about interrupting his card game. That force field will keep him safe, right? Who cares? Bang! He fires at close range. Does an 18 hit our intrepid hero? Blockade.
It will not.
All right. Well, he's going to double tap. Bang! 17 also doesn't hit. He fires twice, and you can see him going for his knife as he continues to charge towards you. I don't think there's any goons upstairs. There's the butler, but the butler's sort of just like, I'm out. Vicious nonsense. There are 3 goons in here, but they're also sort of minding their own damn business. So that'll be it for the goons, and the ninjas have now left the facilities. The ninjas threw their parting shots and will return to their base to swear eternal revenge. Wedley, it's your turn. You're on the ground floor, accompanied by Domino. What would you like to do? You just came down the stairs.
Do I hear like all that, not like commotion from from Blockade? Okay.
Yeah, you hear the gunshot.
I'm
you hear
gonna
some
just
yelling.
try to slide on down the stairs.
Right.
I guess.
Well, acrobatics if you want to vault over and do it real cool. Like.
Oh yeah, I'll try. Gotta redeem myself. After that garbage can incident.
29. Extremely cool. You're basically able to drop down, and I'm only going to charge you 5 feet of movement.
All right.
sending you to the Shadow Realm, and then putting you in the basement. Please stand by while I teleport you to this reality. 5 feet of movement. Here you are. Glowing force field. Goon charging in. Blockade, did you close the door into the theater room? I forget.
Yes, he did.
All right, let me seal that up real fast.
Also, apologize for disturbing the gentleman.
Yes.
So it's this guy here that looks like he's charging.
Yeah, he just charged.
That's
Bang, bang.
Okay.
He's going for his knife.
Okay, that costed me and I have 25 movement left?
Yes.
Is that right?
Correct.
I think I can get that's 10. That's 15. That's 20. He hasn't done this yet, but he's gonna put away the gun and he's gonna take out like a machete looking sword and he's gonna say he's not gonna aim for like lethal damage, but he's gonna like try to smack at his arm to get him to drop the the thing. And as he does that, he's gonna ask, I am here on behest of Lady Florence. Can you point me in her direction, please? Unless you want trouble. And I'm gonna try to stab him first, and then because that seems to be the strategy that works well.
Stab then talk.
Wedley. Yeah.
All right.
Stab then.
Roll it. That is a natural 1.
Yeah, that's a natural 1. That's very good.
Profoundly unlucky. Roll dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh yeah.
A natural 1. As the first word exits your mouth, you go sliding forward onto a trash can lid that was accidentally left lying around. With just a little bit of that glistening frictionless energy field still attached to it. You slide through the door, careening into the piano on the other side with a resounding clang.
Them trash cans, man.
You suffer no ill effects except interrupting the pianist's performance. The stage right here appears unoccupied, as if the main act is yet to arrive. The small group of people huddled over their meal. This is like the nicer back room, even though nobody here looks particularly fancy. They all look over. Oh, what the?
Apologies. Sorry. Sorry.
All right, you moved, you acted, you've got a bonus action. You can use it to make a persuasion check to add some panache to your apology, or you can do something else with it.
I'll be like, really good song you got there. Lovely, very good song. I really am sorry. I'll try to make him not as upset at me.
All right, roll a persuasion check. A 16. It's fine, chap. Actually happens all the time, a lot more often than you think. Usually a little less flashy and a little more, but don't worry about it. Just would you close the door? It sounds like they're having a spirited argument in there. You've got a machete in your hand still.
Yeah, will do. And I'm gonna take the machete back out, and I'm gonna look towards the door to walk back walk towards the guy, looking super confident, like brush myself off. I meant to do that, and just like walk back towards the.
Phenomenal. All right, you're making your way back in that direction.
Yeah, that's me. I did good things.
Wait, did you bring back my trash can lid though?
I probably left that in the wall somewhere or something.
It's under the piano now. It's just like right underneath the piano. Meanwhile, upstairs, Glimmer has a Tommy gun.
I actually have no need nor desire for a Tommy gun. Can I? How easy is it to destroy a Tommy gun?
Under normal circumstances, it would take a strength check to bend it, break it, etc. Unless you have something specific.
Could I melt it?
You could melt it.
Right. I would like to melt the Tommy gun.
Okay. Are you going to melt it in front of the butler?
Yes.
Okay. You grab. Go ahead.
I'll just be sort of, these things are not only illegal, but they're pretty fucking dangerous as well. Just grab hold of it and just fire.
Okay, careful word choice there. Fire or fire?
Oh no, you know what I meant. I'm not going to shoot anyone. I'm going to use my control of fire to make it not able to fire any more bullets by just sort of grabbing hold of the barrel and it glows red hot. And
how thoroughly are you trying to destroy it? Are you just melting the barrel shut, or are you destroying the whole thing?
I think I'm pretty satisfied with just melting the barrel shut. I can hear there's a commotion going on downstairs, so I'm just grab it and just melt it a bit, toss it aside, and be now that's much safer, isn't it? And head downstairs.
All right, and Glimmer heads downstairs. Some of your movement is enough to get you to the ground floor, where you see Domino surveying the scene. Let me go ahead and move you back into position so that you exist in the corporeal realm once again. You come down the stairs. You have enough movement to get all the way down to the basement if you just want to keep going. Because that does seem to be where the commotion is based. What was that?
Where the commotion is and also where the stage is. Yes. Right. Yes. Let's go to the basement.
All right. Back around you go. And you find yourself in the casino underground.
With a lot of chaos going on in it.
There's a glowing blue barrier here. Blockade is down by the door. You see Wedley stumbling away from a piano in the back room with a machete. There's a guy with a knife charging towards Blockade.
There's actually there ain't no need for violence. This is actually all part of the performance. Isn't that right, my fellow superhero? I mean, there's a hero. If you look inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. Yeah, I'm just gonna blast Mariah Carey. That's
okay. Roll a deception check, roll a performance check, and gain 1 point of inspiration for being the first person to sing, since the triple threat card was in fact played.
Right. So some of those things I'm good at, and some of them I'm not. So it was
deception.
Deception.
This is to say, it's all part of the show. It's all part of the show.
Yes, I can roll that at +3. 13?
Okay, well, it's kind of a tough sell. But go ahead and roll the performance check. 18. It is a stunning performance as police officers and criminals are banging on the walls of a force field. They all stop for a moment. She ain't bad. You've got that point of inspiration on your character sheet, and you've used your action definitely to do all of that and melt the gun. Anything else from Glimmer? As you just walk down the stairs, literally glowing and singing in the middle of a gunfight.
Glowing. Everything is under control.
Yes, everything's going perfectly according to plan. It's Everett's turn. He's upstairs trying not to bleed out. Blockade, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, this guy's charging me, but I don't want to drop the barrier. Mostly because I don't want the police officers who have not yet been proven to be corrupt to get involved in this. So I'm gonna keep the barrier up with like one hand over his shoulder, and he's gonna pull a rock out of his pocket and like sort of flip it between his fingers. It starts to glow. He'll swing it and hurl it as if from a sling at the guy that's charging at him.
Okay. Shoot the shot.
18.
18 and 14 damage.
14 damage.
Are you shooting to stun or kill?
He's charging me, so.
Okay. Splat. His momentum is completely arrested. He falls head over heel. More blood than you'd expect in one of these old 1930s flicks. And down. Also, that was your action.
That was bonus action and action because I had to activate.
All right. Anything else from Blockade? There's a door over here.
And they did open it up for me, so I'm going to assume that they're gonna chillax. And I've lost my wonderful trash can lid, unfortunately. I'll have to find a new one in a back alley somewhere. So I can get over to here and hopefully peer inside.
It's pretty quiet in here, and it's pretty dark. There's a couple of electrical bulbs overhead. You see somebody lurking in the shadows. You can barely make out who it is. Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Can I substitute my passive, or does that happen after the check?
Can you substitute what?
My passive perception.
This would be active to look, because passive tells you there's somebody there. They're armed.
Got it.
15. Well, it's a gentleman in a fedora, a vest, and a shotgun. And they are aware of what's going on, and they just haven't joined the initiative order because they just got activated. So they're going to take their turn next round.
Do they look vaguely similar to Everett?
No.
Okay, so like no uniform or anything along
Correct.
those lines.
You're familiar with the criminal element. This is probably a mob enforcer.
Got it. That'll be Blockade's turn.
Okay. Give me a moment. I'm just fixing some oddities in the initiative order that have occurred. All right. Let's get Wedley back on here so that everyone can see what's going on. Wedley has a 22. Spies I'll keep hidden. That's only applicable. Delete this. Got you on there. Yep, that's fixed. Okay, that was Blockade's turn. Domino, it's your turn. You are the last player on the top floor. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to go to the basement. And it's totally not because I didn't realize that's where we were supposed to be.
It's all good. It's all good. If you make an athletics or acrobatics check, you can do something cool that'll save you a little movement on the way down.
Cool.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay, what are you doing and why is this so cool?
Damn. Can I is the door closed?
There's actually no door. It's just a flight of stairs.
All right, so I'm not kicking any doors. Can I walk in and find the nearest bottle of alcohol and just chug it?
Done. You reach over past Glimmer, who's in the middle of like a stunning performance, and just mid-song, grab the bottle, down it in a single gulp, smash it against the force field. You have arrived and it only cost you 5 feet of movement. And none of your actions are bonus actions. What would you like to do? There's a glowing force field over here, holding a bunch of people, and let me add you to the initiative order. I mean, you're already here, but in shadow mode, it's very confusing. Yeah, so there's a dude who just got his head exploded by a rock over here. Blockade is standing in the door. Wedley is entering from the other room with a machete, and Glimmer is singing a song. What would you like to do?
That is beautiful. Is there wasn't there a guy? Or no, that was over where near Wedley was, wasn't there?
Not
is there
anymore.
someone I can ask? Oh, yeah. Rip.
Barkeep is ducking behind here. A bunch of people behind this force field. Some people here who are just going to scatter. Yeah, they're scattering. They're getting the heck out of the way.
Okay. I'm going to kind of peer over the bar, assuming I know the barkeep's there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to say, is there a lady named Florence in here?
Who?
Florence?
Florence, that's Lincoln's girl, right? Yeah, Florence. No, I haven't seen her at all.
Oh. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna yell then. Is there a Florence in here?
All right. You yell. And if you hear, roll perception check for me. Both you and Blockade. Not Glimmer. Glimmer is singing, unfortunately. And I'll let Wedley roll one as well. Okay, Blockade absolutely beefed it.
Sorry, you said Wedley roll one as well.
Yeah, Wedley roll perception check.
Perception.
15. Okay. Domino, you hear muffled speaking from this way. Wedley, behind the stage, you hear a woman's voice say, Lawrence? Lawrence is here?
I'm gonna just follow whatever it was I heard.
Okay, well, it sounded like it was through this door.
All right, cool.
You've only used 10 or 5. You've used 10 feet of movement. The bar, you'll have to spend an extra 10 feet, so it'll be 20 feet if you want to hop over it.
I do.
All right, so that's 20 feet here. And then you can shove past these people. Your move speed is 40, so you can get to here with 1 movement.
That's where I'm going to go.
Then if you want to do anything else, you'll need to use your action to dash. But again, it's dark in here. And there's no telling what nonsense is going on.
Yeah, I can't imagine I can see anything, right?
Mm-hmm. Because Glimmer's not in there.
All right, I'll hold it.
All right. Well, I had one goon. Then he got his brains exploded. What does it take to break through this barricade?
DC 16 strength check, and it's individual. Each individual square is its own barrier, essentially.
He's trying to smash his way through with no luck so far. And that's it for him. And now the Northport police officer is also going to attempt to smash his way through. And when that fails, the Northport police officer pulls out a shotgun and aims it at the barricade. Okay, let's see here. You hear more muffled, Florence? Florence! Darling, are you down here? What are you doing? Florence! You can hear a voice shouting off in the distance. And what is your passive perception, Blockade?
18.
18? Okay. Well, let's see if I can beat that. I cannot.
Almost.
You just barely notice the spy who rounds the corner. And thanks to chat giving the spies enhanced armaments.
Oh no.
The spy is carrying a lightning gun. It's like big old clunky rings around it. I would like both Blockade and Domino to roll dexterity saving throws, please. 17 and a 21. Do either of you have evasion?
No, but I can, since this is elemental damage, I can conjure a elemental barrier instead of a shield in front of me. Be all about those barriers.
I'd complain, but this is literally what you built your character around. And Domino, you don't have evasion, right?
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay, well, you both made your saving throws, so as a 10-foot bolt of lightning arcs through the two of you, You each take half of 13 points, so you each take 6 points of lightning damage, except Blockade, you take 3 points of lightning damage. Now, if you're just learning Roll20 the fastest way, yep, no, you already did it. Already did it. Good job. That is it for this spy. Except, behold, from behind the curtain, Wedley, what's your passive perception?
Oh, it's 10. It's not that good.
Okay. Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money. Natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
From behind the curtain, a spy leaps through and is going to shoot you with a heat ray. Also, big old clunky steampunk looking, diesel punk looking device. And I'm going to make this attack with advantage because I can. And I didn't. Their stat blocks don't have. That's a natural 20.
Oh no.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge, I think, on this one.
All right. So you use your reaction to reduce the damage by half, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's good
I
because they
believe so.
have sneak attack.
Hopeful.
So you take 25 points of heat damage. Fire damage cut in half is 12 points of damage.
Oh, actually, I don't think I can.
Why
Because
is
it
that?
says when an attacker that you can see hits you, and I couldn't see him.
Yep.
So
All right.
I'll take the full.
You just take 25 points of damage.
So that would be damage. That would be.
Okay. And neither of these are the spies that attacked you earlier.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no, indeed.
All right, that is it for my spies. The rest of them are doing mysterious things. There's a patrol officer here who's going to try to force his way through the barrier. A 13, not enough. Dum, 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 dum. Wedley, it's your turn. You just got smoked by a spy with a laser gun. What would you like to do next? The people who are just like sitting here when the laser gun busts out, they're all going to immediately start running for the door.
I'm going to machete's still in hand. I'm gonna charge the guy that shot the crap out of me.
Just walks out. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go and I'll attempt to stab.
Okay, roll for Stabe.
Trading 20s.
All right. 9 points of damage. Stab. Anything else from our intrepid hero?
No, I'm just gonna stand there looking real hurt via the heat gun. But,
We have a second treasure. I'd like you to go ahead and roll from. This is the Streamless treasure that I played a while ago. I'd like you to roll 2d6, please. 3. Okay. On top of the. Nah, you know what? I know what we'll do with this treasure. Okay, the treasure is yours. Don't let me forget about this. Is Wedley
Sure.
done?
yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay. You hear a door open in the next room.
Like in what next room?
Everyone hears the door open here.
Okay.
Blockade, you see a very well-dressed man with blonde hair and a blue suit walk out into the middle of the cellar. He adjusts his tie, and then an aurora of coruscating energy passes over his body as he transforms.
Oh.
into a glowing purple, like the Human Torch, except with more solar flares coming off of him, let's say.
Ooh.
And how
Like
much
me.
except not nearly as much less appearance of control. He bursts into radiant light. It sheds in all directions. And just barely visible, almost translucent, a woman wearing black body armor appears in the corner. Wedley, you just got gifted a healing boost from chat. Roll 2d4 plus 2 and recover that many hit points.
Thank you.
He walks out into the middle of the room.
Ah, Florence, there you are.
And he places his hand, he shoves his hand forward, and a blast of light sprays out from his hand into the corner. And 60-10. Flash! Instantly knocking the woman in shadows unconscious. Well, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. However, as he does, the coruscating aura of energy flowing over him harms him slightly. And after doing that, he's going to walk over and pick her up. And that will be an action, bonus action movement for this mysterious glowing person's turn. Glimmer, you're in this room singing. People, screaming civilians are running past you while thoroughly appreciative of your art. Also somewhat concerned with the gunshots and the hacking of limbs and everything else that's going on. What would you like to do?
I think that convincing everyone to remain calm because it's just part of the performance is. I think we're past that point, aren't we?
Yeah, that ship has sailed, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, so I want to jump on this table.
Mm-hmm.
Can I jump on that table and just go down
absolutely.
here so I can see a little bit better?
Mm-hmm. There's a door right next to you, by the way. There's a door right here. Door right here. Glowing person through this door. Spy with a laser through this door.
Spy with a laser. Well, I don't actually want to hurt anyone. Maybe I want to check out what's in that. There's a door over here, you said?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Sure.
Item interaction to open the door. There's a lot
I'm gonna like, stop singing and just be like gesturing to everyone being like, all right, guys, I think it's time to leave. I think y'all need to get out of here. Go check out this store.
There's a lot of contraband down here. None of this stuff is legal. Like, we're not in prohibition, but this is absolutely some smuggled alcohol down here. And a lot of it.
That's also illegal. But I think we got bigger problems. Do I say how much? That was like what? 15 of my movement?
10 feet of movement because you hopped over the bar.
Okay.
Would have cost you a little extra, so you got 20 feet left.
So I can move back over here just to get a slightly better view of all of this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the glowing person on my screen.
You can't see the glowing person through here?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Yep.
Yep.
He has now hoisted a woman with black hair wearing black body armor, like completely a suit of black body armor. Very unusual for the era. Doesn't appear, you don't recognize the material either. It absorbs light. Light doesn't reflect off of it at all. And he's glowing and like on fire, on plasma fire, and he's grabbed her and hoisted her over his shoulder.
Hey, I think you need to put her down. I don't reckon that's entirely safe. I mean, you're on fire, mister.
Who's the astute one with the excellent singing voice?
Well, my name's Glimmer. It's lovely to meet you. I do think you should put that one down, though.
Well, if it's any concern to you, you'd be welcome to accompany me. Make sure no harm befalls her.
Whereabouts would I be accompanying you to?
Just back to a secure location with a number of my colleagues.
You know, it's my personal policy that I don't go to undisclosed secure locations. I'm certain you can understand that it's a superhero thing, you know?
I understand. In that case, I'd advise you strongly not to follow us.
Just turns around to like all of the people over here and is like,
all right, I'm gonna strongly advise all you guys to leave like ASAP.
All the civilians and police officers behind the force field are pounding on it. One of them has a shotgun. They are trapped and they cannot leave.
Mr. Barrier Gay, can you let them out?
Sorry, he turns to Domino behind him and he says, "You got my back?"
Yeah.
He shrugs, snaps his finger, barrier vanishes.
Several civilians.
Thank you. I appreciate the humanitarian efforts.
Several civilians leave immediately. The police are in the initiative order and cannot leave immediately. Also, some of these civilians have already moved on this turn and cannot move again until next round. The bartender leaps into the cellar, closes the door behind him, into the cupboard with all of the booze.
Probably the best place to be in this situation.
For a variety of reasons. Evacuate, evacuate. All right, so the evacuation is underway, but is not yet complete. Glimmer, anything else from you?
I don't want to start using my powers until the evacuation's all done. So I glow very brightly. And I'm going to shine light. I'm just to do my best to like shine lights on the guys that everyone else is fighting.
Okay, you can give advantage to one person, and you can choose when to invoke that. So when someone makes an attack, you can say, "Hey, can I give you advantage from my light?" That work?
Fantastic.
Excellent. It is now time for the mob enforcer, who's lurking around the corner with a freaking shotgun. Said mob enforcer is going to walk directly into your face and fire the freaking shotgun. I like how the jazzy music is still just playing in the background. Yeah. I just left that
just
on.
The piano guy is just like still playing.
just going to town as everything completely explodes. All right, so this weapon has the scatter property, and he's absolutely going to fire both barrels. Mob enforcer, stat block.
It'll be fine.
And yeah, he's going to fire that in scatter mode, which is... No, he's not going to fire that in scatter mode. That would hit some people he does not want to hit. He's just going to shoot you in the face with a shotgun. That'll work just fine.
Understandable.
Have a nice day. Using scatter ammo grants you advantage on your attack. Barrel 1. Blam. A 14 does not hit. Barrel 2. Blam. A 15 does not hit. As blockades absorb just both barrels. A boom. And that was a pretty pile of damage too.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe he does double damage within within 10 feet because it's a scatter weapon. Shotguns are mean in Amazing Adventures 5e.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah. But no joy. So that's it for our guy right here. And I have one more of those on the map, but I'll never tell you where they are. Blockade, it's your turn. Domino on deck. What would you like to do?
So he probably stumbles back a little bit from the shotgun blast against him, because those barriers are like kind of spatially connected to him, especially the ones that are like right up on his body. I think I can just barely see what Blockade suspects is glowing torch guy's path of retreat. Is that correct?
Like
over Mob Enforcer's shoulder?
I'm not going to tell you, but he was sitting like right here. The Mob Enforcer was just chilling in the darkness over here, and there does appear to be a passage over here.
Okay, well, I'm going to assume that the location glowy guy came from was probably some kind of dark, evil lair until he turned into a human glowtorch and lit it up. So since I've just released all of these fine gentlemen back here, we're going to throw the blockade up and try to prevent them from absconding with this strange lady, at least for the moment. So 50 feet.
Hold that thought for a moment, please.
Okay.
I just want to, you know.
There we go. Those are 15 feet tall, by the way.
Cool. That's floor to ceiling. Total coverage.
Perfect. So that'll take up my action. Bonus action, good thing we got a cantrip. Cantrip-like power. He's just going to reach into his pocket, pull out a couple more of the rocks, and point to the other Mob Enforcer behind him, having just, taken 2 shotgun blasts point blank without a blink, and to say, you're about to end up like him.
All right, so you activated the power, but you can't make the attack yet, right?
Correct.
All right, and the extra damage from absorbing the lightning that you would have made on a melee attack fades because you didn't attack with a melee attack, right?
Correct. I don't have any melee attacks other than like punching someone with a very weak, pathetic arm.
All right. Domino, it's your turn.
Sick. Can I scooch past Blockade, or am I not able to enter the room right now?
The only way you'd be able to do that is if you use one of your attacks to grapple and shove the Enforcer out of the way.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
So that's strength?
You're just so you're gonna roll an athletics check in the place of your of one of your 2 attacks. A natural 20. Okay, so you walk in, and unless he also gets a natural 20, he got a 4. You walk in, grab him like the collar, hoist him up, and because you got a natural 20, I'll let you do one other thing to him: punch him, throw him, whatever, something you'd like to do.
Can I take his shotgun?
Yes. Grab him, take the shotgun. And you're gonna shove him 1 square away. We'll just throw him in the corner here. Put you here. You now have the shotgun. It's not loaded. You could use a bonus action to load the shotgun if you want.
I'm proficient in shotguns, so that was smart.
If you want to fire the shotgun, you need to use your bonus action to load it, and then you could fire it. Or you can punch. Your call.
I'm gonna punch, mostly because I don't know.
Who's getting punched? There's a spy with a lightning gun in front of you and a no longer shotgun wielding Mob Enforcer in the corner. What'll be the play?
I will punch the spy.
Okay, roll to punch the spy. Spy check. Wow, you hit hard. Sheesh.
Yeah, and just ahead, the other bludgeoning damage, I forgot I had Knuckle Duster.
Oh, that's right.
Just, It's just another.
Yep.
So I just added the brass knuckles to that.
Done and done. You punch him, nearly bloodying him in a single punch. You still have some potency points left if you want to spend them for Flurry of Blows. Otherwise, I think your turn is done.
I think my turn is done too.
All right, then. Also, chat has given you 1 point of inspiration that you can either spend to get advantage as usual or cash it in for an extra potency point.
I'll take the potency point, actually.
Okay. Does having that extra point change your actions, or do you want to keep hoarding those?
I'm going to continue to hoard.
All right, then.
Thank you, chat.
Goon. How many goons do I have left? I have 1 goon back here. The aforementioned goon is not going to heed the excellent advice that was provided and is instead going to muddle his way through the crowd directly to Glimmer and attempt to stab you. Stab. Does the 17 hit?
Nope.
All right. Chris, this armored glitter. Do I have any other goons?
Shine more really bright lights. Like, it's just impossible to hit because it's just a blinding light.
Disco hell. All right. The police officer with the shotgun, when the force field goes down, looks at everything that's going on, makes sure he's not wearing his badge with his badge number on it, and dips. I was never here. You never saw me. This conversation didn't happen. Takes his gambling winnings off the table and dips.
Now that is not entirely true.
All right. Somebody is moving around in... Actually, the door is still open. Domino, you see a woman with dark hair, wearing a green dress and wielding a revolver, steps up to the doorway, looks over and says, "Little Flo, after all these years up and about, that's incredible. Don't let any harm come to her, Edward, all right? She's still my little sister." And she's going to turn over and see you with her goon's shotgun. And Margaret Giotto. I can grab her stat block out of the millions of stat blocks I have here. Is going to go ahead. She sees that the way ahead is shut. And so she's going to... No, she's not going to close the door. She's going to run back around the corner. Yeah, no, she'll close the door. That's fine. She'll close the door. Edward, deal with this. It is now spy time. This spy just got badly fragged and is going to fire the lightning gun again. I need Domino and Blockade to roll dexterity saving throws. Okay. Blockade. No, Domino, that is a failure.
Yeah.
And you are going to suffer 12 points of lightning damage. Blockade, that's a success. You only take 6 points of lightning damage as the gun.
We'll take the 6.
Take it on the face? All right. Meanwhile, down here, the spy who Wedley just charged, having just been cut up, is going to switch and gladly engage you in hand-to-hand combat. Play the Star Trek fight music. And will attempt to slash you twice with a stiletto. Does a 15 hit, Wedley?
No, it just misses.
All right. 2 whiffs as you dodge just barely back. The spy is then going to use the disengage action. Actually, no, the spy doesn't have to disengage, to wrap around the corner and slam the door shut, isolating you from the others. And then...
Oh, no.
Yeah, another spy bursts from behind the corner. This is one of the ones you saw earlier. The one who got away without a scratch is going to run up and attempt to slash you up moving into a flanking position. Stab. I take it at 23 hits.
Oh yeah, that hits real good.
And that is a sneak attack. You take 12 points of damage from that hit. The second attack cannot be a sneak attack, but is still made with advantage. As the Omelan spies cut you piece by piece, you take another 8.
We're fine.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
Everything is going okay over here.
It's all part of the show. The patrol officer who's down here is going to run up and come on, get, and start evacuating people out of there. Also grabbing his gambling winnings off the table, as well as some gambling winnings that may not be his. But evacuates the remaining patrons of the bar. And is the last one about to leave himself. Slightly richer for the experience. Top of the round, Wedley, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, something.
You're trapped with 2 Omelan spies.
Let's see.
I will give you advantage if you attack, because I still have that right, Gnomes.
Except that the door's closed now. And your light no
Oh,
longer
so I
reaches.
can't help anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
Can I disengage? And oh man, this might be the dumbest thing. Yeah, disengage and go through and try to go through like where the second spot, like through the stage.
Yeah, you want to
Like,
disengage
where-
and duck backstage?
Yeah, and see if
Okay. It's
if
extremely
there's less
dark back
pain.
here. Your disengage does allow you to move through. On the wall is a painting. A painting depicting one of the Ausonian emperors. You don't know about... Does your character know much about art?
no.
All right, this is the treasure.
Next to nothing, probably.
All right, well, yeah, it's a painting. You can't see it very well in the dark.
Okay.
Probably not the
I'll
first
take
thing.
it.
Okay, so you screw it. We're grabbing it.
Yeah.
Add a priceless stolen war painting to your inventory.
Will do.
There's a chest. There's some makeup. This is like the backstage area where performers would prepare, right? And there's a door that is not locked because spies have been going in and out of it this entire time. So you can bust through that door if you want.
I will. Yeah, I'll go through the door. Is it the door? Sorry, the door to the bottom here, or
Yep, this door that I just opened right here.
this here? Okay. And I have 25 movement left. Is that right?
You were standing here. All right. As you enter the room, there are 3 guns all aimed at you.
Oh yeah.
2
All right.
women. One of them a healing boost 2d4 plus 2. Thank you, chat.
Okay.
Go ahead and take
Thank
that
you,
immediately because you're the one who's in the most trouble. You have criminal contacts, right? You have Mean Streets background.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I also have 2. I also have the gangster archetype, which
Then you know
pretty much gives the same thing.
You know
but-
everybody who's here. This is Margaret Giotto, the second oldest child of the late Lincoln Giotto, the master of the column. One of the only members of his family to take up after him in the criminal underworld. She was on good terms with her dad, kind of didn't really cruise on his coattails, but did a lot of business out of town. Lincoln ran the column in town. She would do, smuggling deals, racketeering elsewhere. It looks like after hearing about her daddy's demise, she's back, and she's got a revolver, and she's aiming it at you. Behind the desk is Verna. Verna owns the shop. She runs this joint. That was her room upstairs people were running through. Her Tommy gun that just got melted, leaving her with her shotgun instead. She was operating under the column's authority until the column collapsed with the death of Lincoln Giotto. This is her joint. She runs the place. And this is the Omelan spy who got absolutely wrecked earlier and has like 7 health left. You walk through the door, click, click, click. None of them fire, but they all have readied actions, and they can all use their reactions to blow you away if they feel like it.
Okay.
You've used your action and you've used some movement. What would you like to do?
Would I know, like, would Margaret, would she like know, would she speak like the lingo of
Street
Aelberg, likely?
Yeah, she'd know the lingo.
And as well as the like the owner of the place.
Yeah, Margaret and Verno both speak the lingo for sure.
So that would know. Okay, I'll speak plainly then. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna look at the situation I'm in. Try not to show that I try not to gulp very much. Like, you are looking at a member of the Freaks. If any harm comes to me, you will find this place will be burnt to the ground by the morning. I told them where I'm going to be. If I don't return, there'll be hell to pay, and I'm gonna yeah, I'm bluffing completely. but I'm like, except for the member of the Freaks part, but I don't. But yeah, that's
Give
what
me
I'm
that
gonna.
sweet deception roll, please.
Okay. Come on, baby. Deception. Where is it? There it is. Hey!
The absolute clutchitude of it all. Oh my god. Oh.
Wow.
And it's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, finally. Heard a lot about you. I'll say to Margaret. Or
Right.
Margaret, sorry.
And now the only person in the room who has a chance, and no joy whatsoever. All right, they still have their guns leveled at you, but they look at each other as the name of the Freaks, and they think of its leader, the enigmatic Red Hand, and his revolutionary zeal, and his penchant for violence, and his military tactical training, as they carefully consider the next move, and don't blow you away. We'll have to wait to see what they do on their turn. It's now time for the glowing person. Still hoisting Florence Giotto on his back, he immediately takes 7 points of damage as his power grows. The light he has spreads, surging unpredictably and uncontrollably. He's going to walk forward. And where's his stat block? There he is.
I'm a patient man with a higher vision, so I'm going to give you exactly one chance. Get rid of this little contraption, or I'll get rid of it for you.
Energy coalesces around his free hand and glows into a white-hot ball of plasma as he readies an action. Staring directly at the two of you. You don't know what will trigger this action, but he's readying it. And go ahead.
Blockade just looks at Domino. Like with one hand, flips his visor up, winks, flips it back down.
Okay. He has a ready to action. Glimmer, it's your turn. The door just closed on your friend, and Glowing Man is making threats. What would you like to do? Everybody has... Oh no, this guy's out of here. He's gone. Boop. Every single civilian has evacuated this room. He still... Mr. Glow still has a hostage. The situation is difficult. What would you like to do?
That is a difficult situation. All right. Well, I still kind of don't want to use my powers in the direction of my two friends over here.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm going to the room below me.
All right.
So
There is a goon trying to stab you. If you move past him, he'll get a free stab. Your armor's helped you so far, but your call.
Nah, fuck it. I'm starting blasting. I want to blast the guy.
You're gonna blast this guy?
I'm going to blast the guy that's close. The guy that's like actively like attacking me and causing me issues. I would like that guy to stop.
Okay, and what are you blasting him with?
Well, that's a good question. I have the sensible option and the nuclear option. But I want to intimidate Glowy Guy, so I kind of want to go for the nuclear option.
Okay. And where would you like to target the nuclear option?
Right. So, first one I actually target accurately, right? So if let me just get my ruler out.
Yeah, first I want you to tell me what you're trying to target. And then I want you to roll to actually target it.
Right. Got it. Okay. So it's a 20-foot radius.
Mm-hmm.
So if I say that's the 20-foot radius, then I'm trying to target like here, right? How do I ping?
Click and hold. If I'm
targeting here,
so this is
then
20
that
feet.
20-foot radius has nobody in except. Oh no, sorry, that's way too close, isn't it? Yeah, no, I want here.
And it's an intersection,
right
not a square. Ping it again.
This intersection?
That here?
This one right here, the one above. Okay. Yeah, that should have no one in except the guy that's attacking me, right?
Yeah.
This guy's already dead?
No, actually, from there, it wouldn't hit him. 20 feet.
Oh, okay, so here to hit him.
Yeah, so from here, it would hit him, and it would hit the patrol officer on the stairs.
Oh, okay, so here then, because I don't want to hit the patrol officer. That hits just him.
That'll do it right there.
Officer, right? Right, cool. Nuclear option.
Okay. Roll a, I don't know if it's on your character sheet or not, but it's your proficiency modifier plus your power modifier, which is what, wisdom?
Yes, wisdom.
Okay, so roll proficient 1d20 plus both of those numbers.
Yes, my proficiency is 3, and my wisdom is a +5, so it's d20 plus 8.
22. Okay, so what do people see as you're preparing to activate this?
Well, I'm known as just, like a light superhero, right? And like there's just a particularly bright flash of light from one of my hands, and like my eyes just start like going a little bit like fiery, as the very small, non-threatening looking superhero girl is like actually a little bit pissed at people attacking her. And just sort of like reaches out, and there's this like flash of like fiery light heading towards that spot.
Okay, something along these lines?
That would be what happened. Yeah, that happens afterwards, yes.
Okay, roll 8d6.
This is the fun part. Wait, I think that didn't work.
/r space 8d. Oh, no, that worked. That worked.
32.
Okay, a smoldering corpse goes flying across the room. As the remnants of the goon are completely destroyed. Just absolutely incinerated. The bar is very much on fire now. And yeah.
I'm just gonna turn back to the glowy guy and be like, and I reckon you should put her down.
Hang on, I just gotta pick the appropriate amount of fire here. That seems a little less. Little less. That seems like a good amount of fire. That's a good amount of fire.
The correct amount of fire.
Impressive. But unfortunate.
And he's going to use his ready to action, seeing that you have begun to blow things up.
Oh, no. How down am I right now?
Oh. Hey, guess what time it is? Guess what time it is?
He has a fireball too?
Not like this.
And he activates a fireball.
We can't both have fireballs!
I need all of you to roll dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh no.
Where did he go? Here he is.
Oh my god.
The spell save DC on this is 14. It's a 14 to save on this, which means Glimmer, you failed. Guess who has inspiration both for your monologue and for singing in the bank? Would you like to re-roll that?
Yeah, I think I want to re-roll that immediately.
Okay.
I don't want to die.
Oh no.
That is profoundly unlucky. That is profoundly unlucky. Okay, so if you... Now here's the other thing. You know how he's taking damage from his own aura? Like slowly burning himself up? Well, that translates into extra damage on his spell. And now he can only do that to one creature. He's taken 2d6, so he's going to add an extra 4d6 to blockade because he wants that force field to go down.
Blockade's gonna use the reaction that he thankfully did not waste against the other attack and throw that elemental barrier up against fire again.
Okay, great. So if you failed your save and your name is not Domino, you take 21 points of damage. If you failed your save and if you succeeded on your save and your name is not Domino, you take 10 points of damage. And if you're fire resistant, you take 5 points of damage. If, let's see, Domino succeeded on the save, but does take the extra damage. So 21 plus 14 is 35 divided by 2. Domino, you take 17 points of fire damage, please.
Oof.
So hang on, I take 21.
You take 21 points of damage. Congratulations, you are not dead.
Suddenly the room with 3 guns pointed at you isn't so bad. It's looking all right over here.
That said, I too am lighting everything on fire. Also, you know what might be fun here? You know what might be fun? Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, it might be fun if that completely exploded the wall up here, leaving this dude just barely out of the range of the explosion and fire now eating through all of the flammable booze. And that also blew a hole in this wall down here, opening into this chamber. That is it for the supervillain. Oh, for the supervillain's readied action. Glimmer, that was your action. Everything exploded and he exploded you back. You still have movement and any applicable bonus actions if you want.
Okay, I have my bonus action flames, which I think I want to do immediately. Yeah, so I'm going to use my bonus action to make the fire just immediately around me and my friends not be fire anymore. I think I only get a 5 foot. I think I only get a 5 foot cube. If you want to let me put it all out, I'm more than happy with that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just replace it with some smoke. That's fun.
Lots of smoke. All right, cool. So, and then given as I'm on 4 hit points,
and you're not fire resistant, are you?
Wait, no, I am fire resistant.
Great.
Should I not take half damage from fire?
Yeah, you can take 10 points of damage back.
Excellent. Oh, that makes me feel much better. Okay, so I'm not on 4 HP.
Yeah, see, even though his fireball's bigger than yours, it doesn't mean you got completely owned.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so instead of taking 21, I take 10, which means I'm on 15 HP. I feel much better about that. Okay, being fireproof is cool. So, so there's more enemies down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to reposition myself out of glowing guy's line of sight, just over here.
Okay, yeah, that would work. Safer. That would work because yeah.
Yeah.
All right, is that it for Glimmer?
Mm-hmm.
All right, this guy just got blown up. This guy in the corner here, he just got very much blown up. So, and his shotgun has been stolen. Also, Blockade, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw to maintain your barrier. DC 10, because you absorbed almost all the damage. You're fine. The whole point of that was to kill your barrier. All right.
Superheroes get bonus Constitution saving throws.
Good luck. Okay, the mob enforcer is going to use his special knee breaker ability to hopefully knock down Domino so he can skedoodle. He attacks you with his club twice, aiming for the shins. Does a 15 hit, Domino?
Nope.
All right. 10 also doesn't hit. He's just going to... Where does he even run? Where does it... You know what? It's worth it. He is going to... Yeah, he's going to go. Domino, if you want to make an attack of opportunity with a melee attack, you get a free shot at you. He's just going to cheese it. 12. Big unlucky.
Bummer.
You have a point of inspiration. No, you cash in your point of inspiration for extra stuff. He's going to throw open the door. Say, boss, there's gifted out there. They're throwing around explosives left and right. We got to get out of here. Who's this clown?
Hello.
Hello.
Another card was just played. Knockdown. A random combatant engaged in melee is knocked prone. Okay, so the only person who that could possibly qualify... All right, the next person to make a melee attack, the person they attack has to roll save or get knocked prone. That's how that's going to work. Blockade, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, thankfully, the guy with the lightning gun just got eviscerated. Well, exploderated. And my personal barrier just got powered up by a fireball, which was a little bit painful.
So another card was just played. Cover is destroyed. So here's what we're going to say. That explosion blew up the entire wall, opening this whole area. So now there's a massive hole in the wall right here.
Okay.
You know what? No, let's make it even more interesting. Let's blow up this wall too. That was a big fireball. Blam, door gone. Everything's open. The entire room is just blasted open.
Okay, so
I'll let you reconsider your movement as needed.
So that happened during the fireball, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll take a second to glance.
Everyone's got their guns aimed at Wedley.
God damn it, Wedley. That's a lot of guns. He'll just sort of look at Domino in front of him and he'll say, I'll take the human torch and we'll charge at him and we'll try to punch him.
Okay, roll the punch. You run up and punch the person who is literally on plasmatic fire.
All right. It'll be fine. Thank you, proficiency bonus, for not making this completely negative. That's probably not it.
Yep, that is no joy, unfortunately.
That's a shame.
You got anything else in the tank?
I'm no longer fire resistant. I can't use any of my actually good damaging stuff because they all take concentration, and I don't want them to skedaddle. So for the moment, we'll just chill right there.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have, because you missed your attack, I'm gonna make you roll a strength saving throw.
All right.
A 13, that saves. And because you are in melee, I'm also going to have Sunstorm roll a strength saving throw. And whoever gets the lowest on this falls over.
Sunstorm.
I got a 3. Sunstorm falls as you swing forward. It's just enough to throw him off his game, and he falls over, prone. Dropping Florence Giotto.
I totally meant to do that.
Calculated.
100% calculated. That'll be all for blockade.
Okay. Upon no, we'll do that at end of round. Domino, it's your turn. You're pretty roughed up.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
am pretty
room
rough.
full of people with guns aimed at Wedley down here. There's a glowing dude who just got knocked on his ass over here, which means that any attacks against him, melee attacks, get advantage.
I mean,
Or ranged
since he's-
attacks made at point blank range.
Ooh. Seeing as how he's dropped Florence, can I go try and like pick up Florence?
Yeah, and you're buff, so that's not going to slow you down at all.
All right.
You can pick her up from here.
Okay.
So 15 feet of movement, and you can grab her.
Okay.
And then where do you want to go? You have 25 feet of movement remaining if you don't dash.
I'm at least heading back to the main room at the bar. It seems like the safest place to take her for now.
Okay. So you have 25 feet of movement with which to do that, and there's no obstacles in the way because everything blew up. Yeah, I'm going to say this also doesn't exist anymore. This table, gone. Ashes. You can get as far as this line into the cloud of smoke.
Yeah, let me park right here.
Okay. And that's if you don't use your action to dash, which you could do.
Let me do that then.
Okay, that's another 40 feet of movement. Although there's fire, so you'll have to hoist over the bar, which if you don't make an athletics or acrobatics check, will cost you extra.
I'm okay with that costing me extra.
All right. So you can get as far as, let's see, this is 30. You can start heading up the stairs if you feel like it.
Yeah, you know what? Let me do that.
All right. Lower than half health, you grab the VIP and you begin the extraction.
They got it.
There's no more goons left. The goons are gone. Florence! She's getting away with her! Seeing that everything is already burning to the ground, Margaret looks at Wedley and says, "It looks like the services of you and your compatriots will no longer be required. Things are well under control here. Give me one reason why I shouldn't plaster your brains all over what's left of my office, of her office."
Well, you could do that, but then you'd find I might not be a problem, but I'm sure you know of my friend Mr. Red Hand. I'm not sure he would take kindly to you blasting my brains over this nice. He's gonna drop the painting. Then he grabbed her, but over this nice painting you have here. You wouldn't want to ruin such a nice painting, would you?
All right, you get out. I don't have any business with you. I better never see you around these parts again, all right?
You won't see me.
All right. She still has a ready to action to blow your brains out if you do anything aside from leave.
Yeah.
Edward, stop them! And this spy, who is prone and very injured, is going to pop up and fire a heat ray at Blockade, not learning the fact that he seems to be pretty adept at not dying to fire. Heat ray! It's a 10. Complete failure. And then ducks back down to prone, taking cover behind the desk. The patrol officer who just sees you running past him and sees the whole building on fire also leaves. Like pushing past you as you're evacuating with this unconscious woman. Just, well, attempting to push past you. Will you permit him to push past you?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. No
Begrudgingly.
no opposed athletics check. The patrol officer bails. Wedley, it's your turn. Two armed ladies with guns. That's redundant. They've still got their guns trained on you. They're kind of waiting to see what your next move is. You've been... Oh, I have two more spies I didn't even use yet. Oh, well.
Yeah, and behind, that's what I was going to... And behind me, there's still the 2 spies.
Yeah, I think they've got... I'm just going to say that they're all ready in action to plaster you if you don't walk away.
Awesome. Okay. Well... and this whole, like, this wall is, like, gone now?
Yeah.
Like it's no longer a wall? Okay. Oh, shit. I'm gonna just... Yeah, I'll... see you later. I'm gonna drop the painting and just go over here. And they still can shoot me. So I'm gonna look at blockade and is it possible to me to get in like on the left hand side of blockade? So if I was to move there and help with Pink Man, that if they were to shoot, they would be shooting blockade, not me.
Yes.
Okay.
You can do that.
Do I count as half cover or full cover?
You count as partial cover, but if they hit the cover, they're just...
Okay.
All right, so then what are you going to do? That was your movement.
And
Guy's
Florence
prone.
is getting out with Domino behind me.
And Sunstorm
is prone. The place is burning down. Are any of what proof was the alcohol? Like, was it like is it like possible if like fire was to reach some of those barrels, that would be a very big... Okay.
Oh yeah. There's some bathtub stuff in here, all right?
Okay. No. Okay, I'll stab the pink guy.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
Roll your attack with advantage. Do you have sneak attack?
I do have sneak attack. Yes.
Finally, you get the chance to use it. Roll this attack with advantage.
All right, I will do it. Where is it? There it is.
Shank.
Okay.
Right.
That was
16 points of damage.
16 points.
And as you stab, you hear, blast him! And Margaret and Verna are both going to unload in anger, since you had your chance.
Yeah, oh yeah, I have my chance.
Verna is using her pistol. She gets one attack because it's a ready to action, but she can double tap. And all these attacks are going to be directed at Blockade, because why not? That's a miss.
The Blockade just turns to him and says, "Really?"
That's a miss.
I'm out of my depth here, man. You guys have glowing shields and burning things. I have a machete. That's it. I just have a machete.
Does a 20 hit?
That'll hit, and I think I already used my reaction, didn't I?
No, because you've used your turn since then. You ran up and punched him.
That is true.
So
That's what we're going to do. We're going to throw up another barrier.
That's why he jumped in front of you, because your whole kit is around being impossible to hit. Pling, 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 pling. An array of bullets as they unload on you. That's it for Wedley. It is now Sunstorm's turn. Sunstorm is going to rise to his... Well, actually, first he's going to take 3d6 radiant damage as his aura continues to burn out of control. He's getting fairly low on health here.
That's good.
All right. Is your barrier translucent?
Is it see-through? Yes.
Okay.
My associates and I look forward to making your acquaintance under different circumstances.
He glows brighter and brighter and brighter, and then casts Thunderstep.
Oh.
Teleporting with a boom around the staircase. Each creature within 10 feet of him must make a Constitution saving throw. 24? Holy cannoli, and a 20. Wow, okay. You both save, you both take half damage, and he's gonna give, because he has 66 bonus damage, because he took 3d6 damage, he's gonna give each of you 3d6 of that. So
Can I? Is this one? I saw it. Can I see this? Like, happen?
Yeah, you can see this.
I can
it glows.
I can uncanny dodge.
All right, now you did make your save, so give me a moment to do the math.
Yeah.
Wedley, your total damage that you saved against is 22. Cut that down to 11, and if you uncanny dodge, that's 5.
Okay, I'll take 5.
And I got 2 7s. So, Blockade, your damage is 22. You saved, that's an 11. And you already used your reaction, so you can't use an elemental absorption.
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
But I'm finally to half health.
All right. So he uses, what type of spell is Thunderstep? It's an action. So he uses his action to, and you can't see what he does with his movement, but he's doing something with it.
Can I retort to his short monologue before he disappears around the corner?
This is Amazing Adventures. You are always allowed to quip.
Blockade just says, "See you next time, Sunspot."
Got him. Okay. He has thunderstepped away with a short-range teleport. Glimmer, it's your turn. There's a room full of people who are shooting left and right. What would you like to do?
Don't like people shooting, honestly. I think that's bad. So it's a little hard to see all the fog of war stuff. Where exactly are all the people? Like, where's the leftmost spy? All
right, so from here, here's what you can see. You can see one spy down here, and you can see just a bunch of criminals all opening fire over here.
Bunch of criminals all opening fire. So, like, if I have, that's like the most like furthest like right of the criminals, right?
Yeah.
So if I go from here, then the midpoint is like here.
You know what? Let me go ahead and just drop this because I know we all know what's happening here, right? We all know what's going on.
Yeah, I think we all know.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you control.
Is this a criminal over here behind the desk? Because I think I want to hit her, don't I? Or
yeah. Here, you have control.
I think I maybe want to.
You have control over the template.
I think I want it one square to the. Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I can't move it.
Ooh,
okay.
Yeah. Now
I think it won't let me move it because it's.
Because it's what?
It won't let me drag it. I think it's in like the fog of war or something.
Oh, yeah. That's what's going on. Also, it currently is you, so that shouldn't be the case. I'm going to make it not actually literally be you. But I'll move it over one to the right. Whoop, and send it to the back. So you can't get...
But then I get the person behind the desk.
Yeah, but you can't also get this spy over here. So you kind of...
Yeah, I can't get both of them.
So you can park it here and it'll nicely, solidly get everyone in here. And the priceless stolen war painting that you don't know about.
I don't care about paintings. I'm a superhero.
Go ahead and roll that same attack you made, except now the modifier has gone up slightly.
So it's, I have my standard +8.
Oh my god! Because every single time you use this attack, it gets harder and harder to control, but when you roll a 28, it hits. Okay, roll 8d6.
Oh. 36.
Those are numbers. That is math. Those are math numbers. Okay. Wow. Those math numbers are large. And what's the saving throw on this? Is it listed on your spell sheet?
My wisdom is it's my wisdom DC hold on, I don't know where I put it in the Roll20, but I know where I put it in the Word document that I did all of the calculations in before setting up the Roll20. Because is it 8 or is it 10?
It's 8 plus
yeah, so
mod,
it's 8
prof plus whiz.
8 plus wisdom plus proficiency. Yeah, so that's 16 in my case.
Sheesh. Do I have evasion? I do not. Okay. Okay. Well, Verna, the proprietor of the establishment, is now a charred husk. The mob enforcer, whose shotgun is now the property of Domino, has been turned into ashes. The spy with the heat ray behind the desk has been hoisted by his own petard. And Margaret Giotto enjoys the full 36 points of damage on the chin and is now bloodied. Also, let's do one of these, shall we?
Absolutely. You can see Glimmer looks mildly guilty about the whole incinerating people thing, and just generally like, just generally pretty distraught. Like she just seems to be in full blown like panic mode of like, all right, throw fire everywhere. This will solve the problem.
That was your action. You still have movement and, if applicable, a bonus action. What would you like to do?
Oh, this is really mean and horrible, but I have a control flames. Can I spread the flames further leftwards?
Yes, you can. Doink.
Right. Well, I'm gonna do that then. So I will want 5 foot more fire on the left.
Okay.
Additional fire.
As you fuel it with the inner flame of your own soul. Any movement from you?
And then I want to give chase because that guy's getting away and I don't like that. So, how much? I've got 30 foot. So if I go to like here, I can see
in a pile of ash
that the guy is getting away.
Well, you can't actually see him anymore. He vanished with a huge boom.
I can't see him.
But both of your colleagues know he went that way.
Right, fab. Yeah, so I'll just be running up behind you guys like, how's it going? Howdy. You having some trouble over here?
Terrible, horrible.
Does the fire
I've
make it
gotten
better?
shot so many times today. It was not. I was on the roof. It's been going. It's been. How about you? How is it going over there?
I've actually managed to avoid getting shot, which is probably for the best,
nice.
given I'm not
Yeah.
That's
good. That's good.
I'm not really like a real superhero.
Blockade's coat is singed. He is not happy. But given all the fire he's taken, it's still in one piece.
All right. Well, Blockade, it's also your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, they all just essentially got blown to hell, from what I can see. And
There's one survivor.
Can I actually see them through the giant wall of fire?
Barely.
I'm just trying to decide whether or not he would try to save them from the flames and burning building, but they're relatively evil from what he's seen, so he's just gonna drop concentration on the barrier over here and say, I think they're pretty well sorted. Is that a barrel or a trash can?
That's a barrel. Well, it was a barrel. It very much exploded.
That's a shame. Do you think I could grab the top of this crate?
All right. So what are you doing with the crate?
Oh,
right.
I was trying to
ripping off the lid and skating away, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you giving chase?
Yeah, we're giving chase, I think.
All right, go ahead.
He seemed pretty interested in it, so he's gonna grab the lid of the crate, throw it down, and slide on it. So it was 10 to get over here, and then we will dash with the bonus action. So that becomes another 30. So we'll get to here and then can't see anything.
Mm-hmm. The stairs lead up into the body shop. Do you want to go up the stairs into the auto shop?
He will before he gets too far. We'll glance at them and try to see if they're actually going to follow, because he doesn't really want to do it by himself at the moment.
All right, we'll give everyone else a chance to catch up, and then we'll continue with that. Domino, you've got Florence in hand. You are unimpeded as you leave the exploded, burning, smoke-filled basement that used to be the speakeasy called the shop. Are you going to bring Florence over to Everett?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. You go relatively unimpeded, and Everett checks her to make sure that she's okay, and she is not waking up. He asks if you know what happened to her.
Do I? Did that happen before I was in the room?
I don't know if you know what happened to her.
Oh, that's a good point.
I think Domino was directly behind Blockade, when he first got in the door, and then there was...
Okay, so you would have seen the flash of light. Yeah, you would have seen that.
Yeah, there was this bright pink fire lad in there, and I guess she got caught up in that.
We have to get her to Gaston right away. This is bad. This is bad. He looks over like he's trying to hail. No, he looks down the alleyway, and a car, the same car that he sent charging, goes back up to him, and the doors fly open. He's gonna load her into the car and wants to know if you're coming with or not.
I mean, are you guys gonna be okay?
We got 1 hit point and he's bleeding and she's unconscious. Yeah, we'll be fine.
All right. I left some people in there I should probably go back and check on.
All right. Everett loads Florence into the car and then just sits back as the car drives itself into the night, evacuating those two, and you rejoin your compatriots. Margaret is on fire, stumbles through the flames into this dressing room and grabs whatever she can find and just starts trying to douse herself. Eventually gets the problem solved, but some of those had solvents in them and make it somewhat worse. The Omelan spies are going to start fleeing out the back since Domino left that way and there's nobody. Domino could ostensibly run into them. All right, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to wrap up our adventure here, but I want to figure out what everybody's doing and where we end our freeze frame. I know that Blockade wants to lead a chase to go after Sunstorm to track him down, right? What does Wedley want to do? The spies are trying to escape. Margaret Giotto is still in here, and Sunstorm is escaping. What is Wedley going to do for the epilogue?
I think Wedley would actually try to go after Margaret.
Okay, and what
the freaks could gain some notoriety over taking out a member of the column, or at least harming the member of the column.
All right, and if you're going after her, would your aim be to kill, capture? What would your aim be in that conflict?
Capture.
Okay.
Capture first, but then if she brings out a gun again and it looks dangerous, kill if need be, but capture, not trying to hurt her that way.
Okay. And what does he care what the others are doing with Sunstorm and all that, or is he going his own way?
Well, since he knows Florence got out, he probably He's caring more about chasing down Margaret at the moment.
All right. What is Glimmer doing? Staying here is not an option. Everything's friggin' on fire.
Everything's on fire. Yeah.
Omelan spies are attempting to escape. Wedley's going after Margaret. Blockade's going after Sunstorm. What is Glimmer doing? Also, your gig is canceled because the stage exploded.
My gig is very cancelled. I don't think this is the kind. I think I was completely wrong to accept this gig in the first place. This isn't my scene. So probably fireball the Omelan spies trying to escape because fuck that shit. Don't let them escape.
Okay, just roll 1d20. Roll that for me just real quick. Just for giggles.
Sure.
Doesn't matter where you're targeting it. I just want to see. Oh my god. Can't miss.
24.
Yeah, they explode.
Yeah, okay, so fireball the Omelan spies, fireball anyone else in here who looks dodgy. Brush myself off, sort of like straighten my cloak and be like, right, I'm a superhero. I don't want anyone to know about any of this. I'm a pop star. I don't want anyone to know that I have the ability to fireball people. I shine pretty lights. I glow. I sing nice songs. I am not a pyromaniac. So I'm going to brush very carefully all of the ash and soot and everything off my superhero outfit. I'm going to leave, witness that, and bribe him to shut the fuck up.
I lost the last few seconds. I lost the last few seconds in a bad connection.
So just, brush the ash and the dust and the soot, like, off my superhero costume, like, straighten my cloak, like, straighten my tiara, walk out of the burning building and be like, right, I don't want anyone to know about that. I'm a pop star that makes pretty lights glow. I'm not a pyromaniac that... I never wanted these superheroes. So I'm going to find that police officer that saw me blowing things up and bribe him to shut the fuck up, and then I'm going to go back to being a pop star.
Okay. So, Blockade is like, are you with me? Dip. And
I think I've caused enough trouble for one day. I don't want to kill any more people or maim any more people or burn any more people to death. I reckon the real superheroes have got this.
And what about Domino? I imagine you'd
arrive...
arrive...
If I keep fireballing people, I'm going to blow you up by accident.
I imagine Domino is sort of in the middle of these conversations and is at least tangentially aware of what everyone is doing. Is Domino following Blockade or doing something else?
Well, I don't have anything better to do. I guess I'll follow Blockade. Can I? Is stuff still on fire, right?
Oh yeah, very on fire.
Can I use the fire to light my cigarette before we go?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Freebie. All right.
And so, with the remnants of the casino underground in flaming ruin, our villains stopped for the day, but one of them still on the run and Florence Giotto on her way to safety. Tonight's story ends with chaos, conflagration, and another day for the Coriander Society adventures. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and enjoy whatever the hell time it is where you are. Good night.